So in this period, we have the pleasure to host in our university Professor Mary Carroll from Union College, that is university in the upstate of New York, particularly in Schenectady. And it is much time we know ourselves. So I remember the first time we met. Do you remember, Mary?
Yes, the first time we met, we'd actually been collaborating for a while, but meeting on Skype.
Yes.
We use Zoom now, but meeting on Skype at the time. But the first time we met, you came to Schenectady, and we met you at the train. But the station was under construction, so we met you literally at the train tracks.
Yes, close to the train tracks. Yes, and I remember that that time when I came for the first time to Union College, our research activity was in progress because we started after our first call by Skype, and I remember we were working on the acoustic properties of aerogels. So you can explain something about our research collaboration?
Sure. We had already, so I collaborate with Ann Anderson in the mechanical engineering department at Union College, and we had developed a new way of making monolithic single-piece silica aerogels. And we had certain characterization equipment, but we had read your papers that included acoustic and other types of optical characterization, and you had the equipment here. We had visited Perugia in 2016, but you were at another conference at the time, so we met with your collaborator and students, and we saw the equipment for making the acoustic measurements. We prepared samples in New York State and sent them to you and your students for evaluation by the acoustic measurements. But basically, silica aerogels are thermal, electrical, and acoustic insulators, but we didn't have a way of assessing that. We could do thermal analysis and other types of analysis.
Yes. I remember that the first time that I came, during my flight, I was making some adjustments to a paper that we were writing together, and that then we published in a few months. And it was, I think, the first one or the second one we published together.
Was the acoustic study?
Yes,
that was the first study.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you came again in Perugia.
That's right. That was in 2022.
Yes.
So Anne was on a Fulbright specialist visit and was able to come for a month, but I came for a week. We taught a series of lectures about aerogel fabrication, and Anne continued for the rest of the month. But we also talked about some of our ongoing research collaboration, and by that point we had moved more into working with prototypes for window systems that involved aerogels, and we had developed ways of making slightly larger aerogels that allowed us to put them together in a tiled sort of fashion to do some other measurements.
So this is a sample of the windows that we can build by using aerogel. The window is made of two glasses, so like the traditional windows, but inside we have put this material that has a very, very important thermal insulation properties, and it is very light, so that we can obtain the same performance as a triple glazing system, but with a lower weight and with a lower thickness. Labs.
So the individual pieces that are here are fabricated in our lab at Union College. The reason they're this size is that we're only able to make them at a laboratory scale, but we also have a company that is scaling up the process, and the company has also collaborated with the researchers at Perugia, and so we're looking to make larger ones. This is just a prototype as a result.
And we have also an Erasmus agreement for post-graduation traineeship. So many students from Perugia came to Union, and they they are very, very happy with this experience, both from the scientific and the human point of view. So it was really a nice experience, and now other students are applying for a new. So this is the third time for you in Perugia. I think that now you know Perugia.
Well, I know some of Perugia,
yes.
but I think the old part of the city is just beautiful. I had a wonderful time going to the National Gallery and seeing the current exhibit that's there, which is just spectacular. Somehow you've arranged beautiful weather again while I'm here. I do want to add something about the student visits, which is that it really benefits our students as well. As you know, but probably the audience for the video does not, Union is a baccalaureate granting institution, so we don't have graduate students at all. And so when the students that have completed bachelor's or master's or are working in a master's or PhD program come to us, it gives our students an opportunity to interact with graduate students. There's the cultural exchange aspect of it as well. We have a very lab-focused curriculum, which means the students have a lot of hands-on practical experience, but bringing more experienced students with a better fundamental understanding benefits our students also.
Yes. So I think that this collaboration is very fruitful, and also for our students, because PhD students, master students, and also bachelor students went there, and they could have the opportunity to learn something at also different levels of competencies, but it was really, really nice. And also they had a wonderful experience also in the campus at Union, because it's really a wonderful place for young people. So it's really, really nice, this collaboration, really nice. So long life to our collaboration.